Welcome back to beautiful debt-ridden Venezuela. We have 6.9 million GDP. Our literacy rate is less than 50%. Our standard of living, however, is 15.1, and our population is a wonderful 2.36 million. Look at all those loyalists. We are in a severe deficit of convoys, but I intend to fix that with all of these ports. Germany withdraws from the Treaty of Amity and Commerce between Germany and Venezuela. Empire of Japan improving relations. Fish is kind of expensive, so let's expand that. Central American mass migration. Ooh, let's see if we can get rid of this pesky landowner. Exile. And he's a modernizer now. Wonderful. That means we can cancel religious schools and swap our government around, which enables us to go for total separation. Let's spend some of that influence and improve relations with the United States of America. And why not France? That investment pool is looking pretty healthy. Time to expand the construction sectors. One in Bolivar and one in Miranda. We have a leadership challenge. They want to kick out a modernizer for an authoritarian? Absolutely not. The intelligentsia must remain under civilian control. And unfortunately, the public address goes awry. It is the fault of this poorly thought through proposal. And because we have the industrialists, we can get a 20% production research speed bonus, which means we're going to go for fractional distillation, and why not baking powder? Anti-clericalism? Well, it is necessary. I'm going to build a food industry in Zulia and in Guyana. We have far too much alcohol. Ooh, inefficient agriculture, my favorite. Oh, they've changed this one. Well, I like this top part. It won't matter if everyone comes to the city. I'm going to build a couple more construction sectors in Guyana. Subsidize all the trade centers too. Well, let's agree with some of those demands from the opposition. Our debate failed, unfortunately. I'm going to send an offer to New Granada, and it entered into force. Total separation just progressed to amendment. See if we can maybe dump some of our liquor onto Spain. And they agreed to it. Once again, I'm going to need more ports, but that should help our food industries become more profitable. Torrential rains in Miranda. It looks like all of our ports have hit max trade capacity. Legislative failures, unfortunately. One more setback, 7%. Not bad, not great. Ooh, the Great Molasses Flood. Well, one tragedy must not stop progress. Karl Marx, you say? Well, our struggle is an international one. A peculiar reconciliation. Now is the time to come together and forgive. Oh boy, crooked connections. We'll grant him permission. Time is of the essence. Aw, more gold depleted in Guyana. It's just so hard to build all these gold mines. Ooh, a positive debate success. I guess we need more railways. Lots of shortages of transportation everywhere. And more construction can't hurt either. I'm gonna put 2 in Amazonas. And 1 more in Guyana. Ah, legislative failures. Off to fire with the entire notion then. Guess it's time to pass freedom of conscience. Unfortunately, I have to subsidize the sulfur. Cross-border investments? An excellent investment. Improve relations with Brazil. Improve relations with Great Britain. Let's modify our treaty with Russia. And they agreed to it. General staff unlocked. Great Qing withdraws from the Good Treaty. Aw, let's send them a new agreement. And they agreed to it. The Martyr. Charming, arrest that man. And we lost 10%. Swap the government up a little bit. This should help us with our passing of law. There we go, 25%. Might need a little more bureaucracy, so I'm going to bump these guys up. Santiago is our new president. Ah, very nice. A reformer. Chemical bleaching unlocked. Freedom of conscience will be on everyone's lips now. We have a paper shortage. Apparently not anymore. More trade capacity needed. Oh, unfortunate, a dye works accident. Well, they shall have not died in vain. You all probably get tired of that one. I think I'm going to go for the change to a nihilist for our leader from a reformer. I'm interested in looking at getting a council republic, but I do have to research socialism for that to happen. Let's research labor movement. We now have freedom of conscience, which means I'm immediately going for public schools with a lot of support. And I just realized that Guyana needs more infrastructure and they have no railroad, so we're fixing that. Public schools already at amendment. Another leadership challenge. Once again, a modernizer trying to be replaced by an authoritarian. And I believe they should remain under civilian control. A land reformer has appeared. Academic assistance helps us progress by 1 phase. I'm going to remove investment rights to the Metalworks Consortium of Venezuela. That authority's better now. Coal mines are being subsidized a little too heavily. Or rather, we need to get rid of some coal. Britain would love our coal. I'm going to give Britain coal, glass, luxury clothes, luxury furniture, and paper. A few other little things, and they'll give me some money with an obligation. Send. And it's entered into force. That should help the subsidies because now coal is actually expensive. We now have public schools. Next up, we've got poor laws. Looks like we need a bit more bureaucracy too. Let's get 1 in Amazonas and 1 in Zulia. With all that extra bureaucracy, let's max out education. It seems we're using imports of tools to reduce our building of tools. So I'm going to actually put a high tariff on import of tools. I want these private sectors to build tools. The man who keeps trying to overthrow our intelligentsia wants to go to Qing. a small price for what they did to earn it. We now have poor laws. We're going to increase Social Security, and we're going to slowly wean off our country away from subsidizing most industries. But first, we need tools to get under control. Dropping subsidies for coal, switch to secular academia for the universities, remove subventions for guns, remove subventions for iron, and remove subventions for clippers. Watch as tools become prohibitively expensive, and yet the private sector doesn't build them. Realize they can't build tool workshops because there's a monopoly right, and for some reason the company doesn't want to build it. Removing that monopoly. Finally, tooling workshops. Let's try to pass right of assembly. Labor movement unlocked. Time for socialism. Loot literature. Well, I can't take that prestige hit. A window to Utopia and Bolivar. Inspiring. Oh, that didn't go well. Let's see if we can get cultural exclusion now. Just pull the armed forces into government real quick. Russia withdraws from our treaty. I withdraw from treaty with Spain. Great Qing withdraws from the Caracas Protocol. Go for a new 15-year treaty with Qing. And they agreed to it. We get tons of cheap grain and they get food in return. National foundations. North Indian no more. We are now the Venezuelan people. And with that, I wish you have a great day. If you like what you saw today, please hit that like button and subscribe. And I'll see you next time.